Hey there, today we are going to learn about multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. So let's start with the rules of multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. If there are an odd number of negative signs while multiplying or dividing, the answer is negative. If we are multiplying a positive number with a negative number, the answer will be negative because there is an odd number of negative signs. If we are dividing a negative number with a positive number, the answer will be negative, again because there is an odd number of negative signs. If we are multiplying two positive numbers and a negative number, the answer will still be negative because there is only one negative sign, which is an odd number. If we are dividing three negative numbers, the answer will again be negative because there are three negative signs, which is an odd number as well. So we conclude that if there are an odd number of negative numbers, the answer is negative. Now let's move on to the next rule, which is if there are an even number of negative signs while multiplying or dividing, the answer is positive. If we are multiplying two negative numbers, the answer will be positive because there are an even number of negative signs. If we are dividing two negative numbers, the answer will be positive because there are an even number of negative signs. If we are multiplying a negative number with a positive number and a negative number, the answer will be positive because now we have two negative signs, which is an even number. Now let's solve some examples with the rules that we have just learned. We have negative 4 times negative 7. We know that 4 times 7 is 28, and since there are two negative signs, we know that the answer will be positive. So the answer will be positive 28. Let's try one more. Here we have negative 84 divided by negative 4. Again, we will look at the number of negative signs, and there are two negative signs. So the answer will be positive. So dividing negative 84 by negative 4 gives us positive 21. Let's see one more example. We have 5 times 3 times negative 2. Again, we count the number of negative signs. We can clearly see that there's only one negative sign. So the answer will be negative, which is negative 30. Now let's take a look at a word problem that involves multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. The problem says Sara drops a gem into the sea. The gem drops 2 inches every second. How many inches will the gem drop in 6 seconds? Now to identify if this is a multiplication or division problem, we consider the relationship between the quantities involved that we are being asked to find. When we know a rate, for example, inches per second, and a quantity, for example, numbers of seconds in this case, and we need to find the total amount, then we multiply. Because the total amount is the rate of change times the time as per the definition of distance formula. So as per the problem, the gem drops 2 inches every second. So if we consider the downward direction as negative, we can represent the drop rate as negative 2 inches per second. Let's break it down to mathematical expressions. Rate of drop would be negative 2 inches per second. And negative again because the direction of a drop is negative. Then we have time, which is 6 seconds. Time will be positive because it is a quantity. Now we need to find the length of the total drop. So we can find the length of a total drop by multiplying the rate of drop with the time. So if we put the numbers into the expression, multiplying negative 2 with 6 gives us negative 12. As there is only one negative sign, so the answer will be negative. So the gem will drop 12 inches below the sea level in 6 seconds. The negative sign indicates the direction of the drop here. So that is all for today. I hope you now have a better understanding of multiplying and dividing positive and negative numbers. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, keep learning and take care.